Okay, I just turned the camera a little bit, put it on the angle. Happy week. A weekly intuitive reading for us for October 30th, October 20th. I'm like super in the future. October 13th to October 20th. It's our weekly reading. I'm sitting in Prospect Park. Everywhere I go, I always make a home. So I have like my honey out, my tea. I'm trying to look well. Wow, all this silver hair. Okay. I have 3 decks with me today. The first deck is my very first deck. It's the Chakra Healing deck by Doreen, I believe. My first deck ever, like ever. It's old, like you can see. Look at it, beat up. But it's chakras, it's planets, it's I think zodiac sign too. I'm not sure, but it's really nice, like it's really clear. And then the next deck I have is the Angel Tarot by the same Doreen, I believe is her name or his name. And then last deck is a botanical like 52 card deck. I like having these. Look at the 8 of spades, so it's the 8 of swords. 8 of swords is mental bondage. Yeah. What's at the bottom of the Angel Tarot deck? 5 of Earth, 5 of Pentacles. Again, remember 5 of Pentacles keeps coming up for us. Okay. And at the bottom of this deck is the Crown Chakra. Enlightenment. Just based off the bottom of the deck, I'm going to shuffle everything and do a whole reading, but just based off the bottom of the deck, there feels like there's this energy of hyper focusing on trying to be perfect. Like, that's weird. And it's weird because we already know that we're not perfect, yet here we are. And the other side of enlightenment is also doubting what you know already. Like, if you know it, there's no reason to doubt it, but for some reason you're just like, really? Are we sure about this? Because whatever reason you make up to fucking justify your doubt. How about we spend more time justifying the positive why? Like, oh, I want to go down this pathway and I know I want to because my heart is in it. I love it. And here's why. If we're gonna create the reasoning whys, you know, there's no such thing as the why. But if we're gonna do that in our human mind, we may as well do it for the positive why. You know what I mean? And not a negative why, not a why that's gonna make us doubt where we're going or doubt who we are. Or too much. I'm so grateful for this overcast day, even though it's killing my hair. It's great for shooting because there's no sun reflection. Last time I tried to shoot in here was a disaster. I was on that side and I literally only had like 5 minutes. Like, I don't even know why I even came in here in the first place, but I don't have my mirror. If I had 5 minutes to like just test out and see if I wanted to shoot a reading in general, like it was just like a test. It was a disaster. It was too sunny and the sun wasn't fully in the sky, so there was a lot of shadow, and I'm over there. I'm not trying to sit in the grass because I had a dress on. It was a day. Was it that day? I had the date? I don't think it was that day. But I couldn't use none of that footage, so I just was like, whatever. I'm glad I didn't give up though. The overcast days are the best days to shoot, so. today. Hope you don't see the tracks in the back of my hair. Just because it's cold and flu season, and I have a little bit of this, a little bit of sometimes. No pussy though. Alright, I'm gonna start with the angel tower first. So this is channeling our week. How's everyone's week has been in the past and last week. I'm gonna go back and watch the reading again. I remember it kind of what was going on. I remember the Five of Swords was there. Oh, fighting and action behind the manifestation. Yes, action. Okay. So this week, let's channel what we're doing this week. I want them to fall out on their own. Oh my gosh. Very much so, oh my gosh, right? Two of fire. Seven of water. What I usually do when I post these videos is I'll edit it, like flip it the other way so you can see the wording, but I'm not going to do it this time because I feel like it messes up the audio. I'm just testing different things, so just bear with me, okay? Two of fire. Trust what I say, and learn how to read backwards. Two of fire, seven of water, and six of fire. I love the six of fire card. Six of fire card is like mad big yes. Like, yes, go forward, go ahead. Seven of water behind that, and two of fire. This is such a good week. You know why? Because whatever you have been deciding upon, and we talked about this last week, where you're deciding which one you want to do, you have made the decision. You made the decision out of all your choices. And even if you haven't yet, this is the week for you to focus on choosing that. Two of fire, seven of water. The two of fire is, look at this. I'm going to read what it says. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. Two of fire is, two always reminds me of like pairing, right? So we have the partnership energy and it's a pair. It's like a pair. It's like a two-sided coin. It's like a two-sided decision. It's like a one on one. Like that. Two of fire. Look at this. Look at the photo. Standing there together and knowing the roles that you play and knowing what you bring to the table is very important. Knowing who you are, come into your own, knowing who you are. You know who you are. You always did. You never forget. Even if you feel like you forget, in those moments where you feel like you are disconnected or you feel like you're unsure of who you are. I'm talking about who you are, not about the things that you choose in your life, in your path, and whatever. Not about that. About at the soul level, who you are. Whenever you feel like you're most disconnected from yourself, from your God source, from you, like you don't know, you're uncertain, is usually when you're the closest. Because when you know, there's a tinge of ego. Like it's like you have to kind of like, and this is like the balance. When you know who you are confident, you are sure, you're ready to do whatever and that needs to be done and all of it, right? There has to be the ego supports that drive. It's like the ego's like the fuel. And so that's why it's like you're pushing forward and you're doing in your ego-ness because you are sure, you know who you are, and you're ready. When you turn that around and you are unsure and your ego is not in it because you're just like, you've surrendered and relinquished your power to the all because you're just like, please help me, you know, and just, even if you're not doing this literally in the physical world, bending on your knees, praying for please, please, please. your spirit is doing that, because your spirit is looking for this answer. And this is when you're closest, because you are in constant communication with the source. Even if you feel like you are only asking to look on the other side, to be open to the other side, you feel like you're only asking, you're only begging, you're the closest. Be closest to the divine source. And it's interesting because you feel closest when you are in your ego-ness and you're sure and you know. And I mean, it's true, because you're like, I know God is speaking to me. I am God. I am all. I'm ready. I'm doing. I am being. I am. You're closest. And when you're disconnected, you are closest. Like, it's like there's never a time when you're not closest. I literally said to myself today, please God be with me. And immediately the message that came through was, I am always with you. I am. I am. That's how it went. Literally, I'm always with you. I am. I am. And if I am, that's it. It's amazing. This is a really good fucking week. You know what? We're manifesting this. Even if you feel like today, it's a funny thing to have a weekly reading in the middle of the week. I really don't care about days like that. Like, I care about days and the energy of them, but not like who's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I start my week on Sunday. Like, that's how I mentally start my week. But literally, Wednesday is my Monday. Wednesday is my Monday. In the physical reality. Wednesday is my Monday. But Sunday in my mind is the first day of the week. And a lot of people think Monday is the first day. And a lot of people start their work week on Thursday. And Wednesday is my... And all the days are. So it doesn't matter what the first day of the week is. So you're watching this and you're finding yourself kind of like, well, damn, like it's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week. Start over. Let's do it from the beginning. It's okay. Start over every time. It's supposed to start over and over. What are you gonna do? Not start over and stop and end the game? Who watched Squid Game? Who watched it? Like, let's can we talk about it a little bit? I don't really have that much, like, nothing fires off for me yet for it. Maybe it will start, but I guess it kind of did start. I did a poll. I posted on my Instagram. Just like a regular, like, wasn't like anything specific. It was just like a poll, and it made me think about the maze episode, the maze game in Squid Game. But I'm just like, it's weird. That show is mad weird. Why did I bring it up? Hold on, let me think. Something about starting over. Oh, because one of the rules was that if the collective majority or whatever wants to stop the game, then they have to stop the game. There was a couple scenes where that was brought up. The first scene was where everyone had to like vote and if they wanted to stop or not. And another scene was at the end where the guy, like the last guy standing, said that he brought it up again, the clause or whatever. It's interesting because in both realities, there's two realities that they had set upon. They said, if you do this or that, right? To a fire. It's either you go back to what you were doing and now you're starting over with this new perspective. You have been in this space here with us. You know what's going on back here in this other world. And you either have the choice to go back to your reality, keep doing what you're doing, knowing what you know, or stay here and do what you're doing, not knowing what you know really, but knowing what you know still, right? Because you've been here already, you know what's going on, you know what we're doing, you know what the rules are, you know what the goal is. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. You can always start over. You can always start over. So it's going to be a red card or a blue card. A red pill or a blue pill. And then honestly, it's not even a red pill or blue pill. That's just a physical manifestation. You can see that there's two choices, but they're the same thing. And it is the all, so it doesn't even make a difference. It's not even a pill. Alright, I'm going to clarify. I don't think you saw me shuffling before. Just try to sit up right. I'm like horrible posture. Ever since I had my twins, I've been having horrible posture. It's killing my core. I need to work out. There's a lot of fire in this, so if you're gonna start working out, let's do it. Oh no. I need somebody to hold them. They're not strong enough on their own. Let me try this style. Let me try it really quick. Hold on. Okay, I made a hairstyle. Just for now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But let's move on. You're my mirror. You're my mirror. I'm not gonna even take none of them. You know, I hate that, and I do it all the time. Dirt. So we're clarifying the 2 of fire, the 7 of water, and the 3 of fire. We only want 3. Alright, how much more comes out from there? Oh my gosh. I'm not taking that. That was the Earth Star chakra. That's the 8th chakra, I believe beneath your feet, Earth Star. Alright, so grounded, okay. Came out like this. Love and relationships. Feel your emotions. I'll wait to pull the last one because if you're focused on love this week, that's very telling. You're having to decide in your love connections and your love relationships, maybe who you're gonna go with, what you're gonna do, if you're gonna move on, if you're gonna stay. It's a good time to focus on that. Something's in Scorpio. Listen, I'm gonna post the planetary whatevers because I have to look at them myself. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But something's in Scorpio for sure. Or Scorpio is a major influence right now. Heart chakra and sacral chakra. And this is like where the fire is deep inside of you. And people like it's deep inside of you is usually around here, like all the way in there. Your core. Think about that in the way of tree trunking, where at the core of the tree has to be like the soul of the tree. Which is why this is where you can really tell how long a tree has lived. At the core of it. Use your, see the smoke, well not the smoke, the air, I don't know what to call it. Use your past connections as a reference guide. Because they're going to tell you, you know, what you should and shouldn't be doing. Who you are, where you're going, what you really want. I'm going to pull this one. I'm just going to shuffle it and pull it from the top. Ooh, it's holding itself. Soulmate? What's going on here? This is a clear, like this is gonna be probably very specific to somebody out there, but if you're in a stage of trying to decide which partner to choose or which path to take with someone in particular, whichever one is speaking to your heart, choose that one. And it's gonna be a big yes. That is gonna be the most positive thing you choose. Or if you're wondering if you should choose in the first place, you know what to choose. It's a big yes. That's crazy, right? It also makes me think about this too. In the same way that we love people, and we want to give them so much love, and we want to, you know what I mean, offer so much, care so much. The same way that we do that for them, we should do that for ourselves. We should do that for our career paths and our journeys and our evolutions. The same tenacious love, the same ferocious love you feel for other people, you feel for other people. Because there's a realm in the reality where we care so deeply if we're in a relationship with someone or not. We do. Even with those type of people who like to be alone, we're humans. Like, we want to connect with others. Look at this. It's a family. Because it's safe, it's warm, it's comfort, it's security. We all have that in us. We all really want to, this is what we care about. And so that's a good reference point. The way you feel about those people that you want so deeply in your life is the way you should feel about your dreams, your passions. It's the way you should feel about yourself. Always choosing yourself first. Make it make sense for you. It doesn't have to make sense for anyone else. Be who you are. Be who you are every I was gonna say every time, but grammatically that's not right. But when you separate the two words and make it, like, if you separate the one word and make it two words, it's right. Like, every time. There's people here. Good thing I'm almost done with the reading. It's short today. I'm gonna pull, how is that like resonating for you? Does it make sense? Now I'm whispering. Six of Fire is so self-explanatory. Feeling your emotions is literally Seven of Water. They're on top of each other. I should show you the cards, right? I'm so sorry. Love and relationships, heart chakra. Feel your emotions, sacral chakra. Literally, they're working together. Could you imagine orange and green at the same time? Can you see it? Can you see? I'm just thinking about the leaves changing colors and they're a little bit orange. Nature, be grounded. Find groundedness, I mean. And soulmate came out. And soulmate is like it's literally like the 1 + 1 is 2. So it's literally like this, the 1 + 1 is 2. Focusing on your moon space, your emotionality, who you want to connect with, who you are. And then you get 1 + 1 is 2, soulmate. And it's just like, I wouldn't call it the peak because there's no such thing as like there's no such thing as a peak. It's just that it's 1 in a million. Like, it's, you go up and you come back down, you go up and you come back down. It's literally like that. Like, you go up and you hit the peak and then you come back down and you have to constantly keep moving between the two. And so it's a level of commitment. And it's another C word that I felt, because you're choosing, and you're choosing, and the commitment is behind that every time. The Seven of Cups is interesting because it's a card of choice, having many options. It says at the bottom of it, I didn't read that one. Complex decision. many branches of a decision, complexities. The need to do research, right? Analyzing and stop procrastinating. So interesting because, well, I mean, Six of Fire, all the energy behind this whole reading is like, go forward, it's a yes, right? Stop procrastinating. But the Seven of Water is like all of these like many pathways and branches to this one energy. So if we start at the top of a tree and we go from all the many branches that a tree will have, down and down into the bigger branches that they're all mostly connected to, down and down to the main trunk. And then this is where you think it ends, but once you go down to the main trunk below the surface, now you're in the area, in the space of rooting, and so there's many a root, many million a root, connected to. It's the same. It's literally like a mirror. You are my mirror. Seven of Water gives that energy where it's like, it seems like there's only like two decisions, and we talked about that in the beginning of it being like, I have so much gray hair. Let me stop because I've been asking for it and now it's coming and I'm like freaking out, but this is what I wanted. It seems like it's two decisions, and we talked about that either or. We talked about that with Squid Game too. It's, you either do this or you do that. But the two decisions is the trunk of the tree. It's literally like that tree or this tree, and you see all the opportunity and the chances and the pathways and the portals that will be opened because you have chosen one of these trees, and you just watch it grow. It's crazy. In the same world. So like the two decisions are literally the trunk, that one. And then from there it's going to lead to different ones, more choosing. So it's like the 2 to 7 is jumps from 2 to 7. It goes from two people, two parents creating many people. All it takes is two. And the more two you have, of course, the more children you have, but it's all it takes is two people to create many. Because now you're only having one child, you're having multiple. All it takes is 2 to 7, jumping from there to there. Okay, so now the things get complicated and scary, and you start to actually see what's on those pathways and you start to actually see what's on those pathways, what's really going on behind those doors, because you wasn't sure before. You didn't really see it. You had to really be there to see it, you know? Six of Fire. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition and awards. This is like that, the yes card. You're going forward. Look at him. Look at him. He's like, hell yeah. We in here. I cannot be stopped. Not on my horse. And you have protection, you have guides and all of that. And, you know, in every pathway and portal, it's going to be the pros, the cons, the negatives, the positives. It's going to be the ups and the downs. It's going to be the highs and the lows, the peaks and the deeps. Doesn't matter what you choose. There are going to be branches that come with it. There are going to be other things that come with it. You just have to choose. That's always the reality of mental actions. Your mind is like choose, and your body is like, well, what do you feel? Your body is like, well, what do you feel? I don't know what I feel. I know what I feel. I know what I know. That's the thing, is that I know what I know. And for so long, I've always gone with what I feel. And, you know, it leads you down many a path, but you have to be able to use both. Like, you have to be able to, I know what I know, I know what I know, and I know what I feel. Seven of Water reminds me of me. What card, if there's a tarot card that you know that reminds you of you, what is it? Let me know. I feel like that's so important. I'm gonna pull an advice card from the Fifty deck, and then I'm gonna go. I have to pee. I'm gonna go. Let me see if the bathroom stalls are open. I'd rather pee in the grass though. I'm gonna pick a some decks do that really well and some don't. And a face card. Four of Cups. And that's gardenia. That's the advice card. Four of Cups is giving stable emotions. Find your stability, find your 0 point, your neutrality, where you're not too excited and happy. You are. It's just a baseline, you know what I'm saying? But you're also not too distraught and too bothered by others and too invested into. You're just like, here I am. Here I am. Find your Four of Cups, your neutrality, your neutral place. That's going to keep you afloat. You're floating. You're like, alright. You float, you just be coasting. And I don't know how to swim. I never floated ever in my life. But I can imagine what it feels like. You're not even bopping the way I'm bopping. You're just there. So you should feel your breath in the back, right here. I'm holding the back of behind my butt, above my butt, and right here, sacral chakra. And this is where the work is happening, between the sacral and the solar, and the heart chakra. The chakra between those two is the solar plexus. That's good. That's a good week. I kind of feel like the last couple of weeks have been a little bit, I'm not manifesting anything particular. Life is just what it is. And it has its ups and downs. It has its ups and its downs, of course. But overall, it was just like Five of Swords. Exhaustion. Five of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Just like the good fight. I hope you all enjoy your week. I feel like I need to post another video in between these ones because why not? So I'm gonna definitely try. I've been definitely putting a lot of effort into building my my story and presence online, and just an energy online, so that you understand who I am and what I do and how I can help you and how we can help each other, how you can help me, and what I love to do, So I want to post more in between, but yeah. In the meantime, you can go to my website, KaylaSierra88.com. There's readings up there. There's a trip to Salem up there. I'm gonna work on making more blogs so we can share our thoughts. I have a podcasting too. It's the 88th Dimension. It's not really a podcast, it's just me talking, and I haven't posted an episode in a little while because every time I make an episode I get too personal, and so I'm don't post that. So I have 3 episodes. 3 episodes. And I have like 5 episodes. 3 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 that I haven't posted. Maybe I should go over them and post them. But I do some episodes on there too. Like whatever you want, you like videos, you like podcasts, you like words. I offer that to you. And we share our thoughts, we share our experiences. We collect insight, we download and we upload. Okay. Let me know how this video resonates with you and what you've been manifesting and aligning with for the week to come. And if you're at the end of this week, how was the week? You know what I'm saying? Were we on point? Did we experience what we pulled, the energy that we pulled? Like what was it like? I don't know. I'm gonna go back and comment on my last video. I'm gonna comment on my own video. Okay, I don't think you could hear me towards the end of this. Because there's so many people here, they're watching me. And I'm gonna go. Like and comment what you think, what comes to mind for you. Share your insight for other people to see. We are all important. We all have so much energy and love and power to give. So share what you think. I love you. Enjoy your days.